Hi guys, it's Barbara. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Bookmas Day 4 and we're going to be talking about the top 10 series I want to prioritise in 2023. Okay guys, so it's day 4. It is Bookmas, Barb's Bookmas Day 4, and today I am bringing you a very exciting video that I have been wanting to video and film for quite a bit of time, but I thought I would just leave it to the end of the year because, as I say in the title and the thumbnail, it is my top 10 series reads that I want to start as a priority in 2023. So I do have a stack of the first books in each of the series that I want to talk about, and yeah, I'm just really excited to finally get this out in the open, talk to you guys about it, hopefully read through them in 2023. And I have some really good ones here, and I've got a few actually that I'm very surprised I haven't actually started reading yet. A few sort of rereads where I've read maybe a few of the series but didn't go back to it, so want to start from the very start again. And just a few that have been on my radar for quite a bit of time, and I just want to get into them now and just, yeah, pretty much get started and talk to you guys about them. So without further ado, let's get into the books and why I'm choosing them. So the first one I'm going to talk to you about is the series which is called A Chorus of Dragons, and you guys will know that I tried to pick this up earlier on in the year. I absolutely loved the first book, which is this one, The Reign of Kings, and I absolutely adored this book. I have all 5 now in the series, but I haven't sort of read on after the first one, and it has been a bit of time since I read this one, so I want to jump back in and read from the very first sort of book, which is The Reign of Kings, as I say, and I'm really excited for this one. So hyped for it. I absolutely, as I say, adored this first book, so I just know that reading through the rest of the books it's just going to be as good. Obviously there's a very high sort of recommendation from Jade at JD Ray Reads. She read all 5 of them and absolutely loved them, and this is pretty much where I found this series, so I want to get back into it. I want to go back to the very start again, reading the Reign of Kings first of all, and then the other 4 books as well. When destiny calls, there's no fighting back. As a bard's apprentice, Karen grew up with tales of legendary deeds. He also steals Joseph to buy a way out of Car's slums. Then he raids the wrong house, he's marked by a demon, and life will never be the same again. Karen's plight brings him to the attention of royalty, who claim him as the lost son of their immoral prince. But far from living the dream, Karen's at the mercy of his new family's ruthless ambitions. However, escaping his jail cage just makes matters worse. Karen's is horrified to learn he's at the centre of an ancient prophecy, and every side, from gods and demons to dragons and mages, want him as their pawn. Those old stories lied about many things too, especially the myth that the hero always wins. Then again, maybe Karen isn't the hero, but he's not destined to save the empire. He's destined to destroy it. So they are chunker dunkers, but what high fantasy isn't a chunker dunker right now? And yeah, this is the first on the list and probably right up there as one of the main ones I'm really excited to get back into again. The next one, which is my second series read that I want to get back into, I actually haven't read this one yet, and it's a chunky long one, and it is The Eye of the World, which is the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. So I have literally tried to read this one so many times. It is sectioned out from the last time I tried to read it, and for some reason I just haven't been in the frame of mind, or I just haven't been ready to read it. So 2023 is going to be the year that I'm going to read this epic fantasy, and I am going to try my best to really enjoy it. Obviously it's been adapted into a TV series on Amazon as well. I really would love to read that, or sorry, would love to watch that as well. But yeah, this needs to be done, and I think probably in the book club we're going to be reading one a month until we finish the series, which is going to be really exciting. Definitely the off your shelf reading challenge. There's some of the guys and the members over there who are reading this with me. So it just says, the wheel of time turns and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave it birth returns again. What was, what will be, and what is may yet fall under the shadow. The Wheel of Time has enthralled millions of readers worldwide, and obviously it's, as I say, best-selling series and one of the greatest fantasy epics ever written. So yeah, it's happening, guys. And there's 2 or 3 of these sort of longer series that have, you know, 10 to 15 books in them that I'm going to be talking about, but this is definitely one that I know I'm going to absolutely love it. I just need to sit down and actually read it. Okay, so third on the list then, we have got the Faithful and the Fallen series, which starts with Malice by John Gwynne. And again, I read this one relatively early on in 2022, as far as I can remember, and absolutely loved this. I just didn't continue on with the series. I think there's 4 books in this series, correct me if I'm wrong, but I really loved this one as a starter, and had been recommending it to pretty much anybody who would listen to me. And I know there's some of my favourite booktubers absolutely love this series, so it is one definitely that I definitely want to get back to. So it says, the banished lands have a violent past where armies of men and giants clashed in battle. An uneasy peace reigns, but now giants stir once more. The very stones weep blood, and there are sightings of gigantic worms. Those who can still read the signs see a prophecy realise sorrow will darken the world as angels and demons make it their battlefield. Young Corbin watches enviously as boys become warriors and yearns to join them, determined that he will make his family proud. It is only when everything he knows is threatened that he discovers the true cost of becoming a man. As the kings look to their borders and priests beg answers from the gods, only a chosen few know that the fate of the world will be decided between 2 champions, the Black Sun and the Bright Star, and with their coming will be a war to end all wars. So yeah, this one sounds really good. As I say, it's really heavily recommended by quite a few booktubers that I follow who have read the whole series and absolutely loved it. So definitely going on to the top 10 priority series reads that I want to start, and yeah, really excited about that one. So I'm now going to chat about the 2 of the main massive world series that I'm going to embark on as well in 2023. I need to read these both, and I just can't wait to get started. So the first one is going to be the Cosmere sort of a Cosmere read along that we're doing in the Off Your Shelf reading challenge. So I'm going to be starting with Elantris and then moving on to the Final Empire, and I am going to be trying to literally read every single one of the Cosmere series over the next however long it takes me. I am really excited for this one. I originally have read Elantris, and I've also read the trilogy, the first trilogy, the Final Empire Mistborn trilogy, the first one, and I absolutely loved these books, but it was about a 1.5 years ago now, and I think it's probably better for me to just get back into reading them from the very start again. That's still sectioned off, so I'm really excited to get into this one. Anyone who knows anything about booktube or the book community knows that this is basically one of the highest fantasy sort of series that you read. Brandon Sanderson is just worlds above so many writers and so many fantasy writers, so really excited to get back into this one, and I'm going to be reading those. And also I'm going to be going back to the very start of the Robin Hobb Elderling along, so Elderling series. So really excited for this. Only reason I can't show you the book is because it's up in they're up in the loft. All of the books are up in the loft. I need to get them down. So here's a picture for you if you don't know what the Elderling series is. But yeah, we're going to be going back into the world of Fitz, and we're going to be reading everything that is going on there. The Ship of Magic, the live ship traders, all that good stuff. So yeah, going back to the very start again with my patrons actually in the book fam from 2023. We're going to be starting off with Assassin's Apprentice, which is the first, and we're going to be reading 1 book per month until we're finished, and it's just going to be so exciting. I cannot wait for it. 2 massive worlds and massive series, actually 3 next year because I've got the Wheel of Time as well. But you know what, I'm here for it. I am literally here for it, and I cannot wait until 2023 to get back started into these epic fantasy worlds. It's just going to be so amazing. And then talking of sort of massive series with tons of books attached to them, another one that I'm starting with, the Off Your Shelf read along. My lovely friend Shell is starting this read along in January 2023. It is the Discworld series by Terry Pratchett, and we are starting with The Colour of Magic. Now, I picked up this absolutely beautiful edition recently, and I'm absolutely just dying to read it. Shell absolutely loves this series. She loves this world. She loves Terry Pratchett, and you know, if Shell recommends it, then I'm going to read it. So yeah, we're really excited to get started on this series as well, and it could actually break up just a lot of these real epic fantasies that I'm going to be reading. It just says in the back, travelling through space supported on the back of a giant turtle, the unique realm known as the Discworld is about to face an unimaginable threat, its first tourist. So really excited for this one as well, and can't wait to dive in and read it with Shell as well. And then just a few that you will all know. They are so backlist. I do not know why I haven't read them. I am extremely embarrassed that I haven't got to these last sort of few that I'm going to talk to you about. But the first one I'll talk to you about is Nevernight by J. Kristoff. And this is the Nevernight trilogy, is it? I think this is the Nevernight series. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm nearly sure that I am right on that one. Not sure, but yeah, Nevernight. And I don't really know a lot about this, but I know that absolutely I really adore J. Kristoff's writing, so I wanted to definitely try this as soon as I could, so why not put it onto the 2023 TBR. Mia Cumber is only 10 years old when she is given her first lesson in death. Destined to destroy empires, the child raised in shadows made a promise on the day she lost everything to avenge herself on those that shattered her world. But the chance to strike against such powerful enemies will be fleeting, and Mia must become a weapon without equal. Before she seeks vengeance, she must seek training among the infamous assassins of the Red Church of Vitria. Inside the church halls, Mia must prove herself against the deadliest of opponents and survive the tutelage of murderers, liars and demons at the heart of a murder cult. The church is no ordinary school, but Mia is no ordinary student. So again, I think this is YA, which might be a wee bit of an easier read for me, just with all of these epic fantasies I've already spoken to you about. But I'm really excited for this one as well. Like, never flinch, never fear, never forget. And look at the beautiful cover of that. Isn't it absolutely stunning? I just absolutely love it. And we have another trilogy which I'm really excited to get to. My lovely friend gifted these, Shell gifted these to me, and I just have never got round to reading the 3 books. But it is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. And as I say, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Let's go look at the spines. They're stunning. So yeah, I have never read these, although I know that there's a lot of hype. Like, I've already sectioned them out and everything. I must have wanted to read it some other time. But it says, Prince Ren, the heir to Emberfall, is cursed. Forced to repeat the autumn of his 18th year over and over, he can only be freed if a girl truly falls for him, and after so many failures, his kingdom and its people are barely holding on. Harper's life has never been easy, but she learned to be tough enough to survive the streets of Washington DC. Oh, okay. When she is sucked into Ren's world, nothing is as it seems. Powerful forces are standing against Emberfall, and it will take more than a broken curse to save it from utter ruin. That just sounds amazing. And obviously we have 2 more books in this trilogy, so yeah, should be easy enough. Don't know why I've already read it, but 2023 is going to be the year. So just 2 more in this priority list, and another trilogy that I wanted to speak to you about. Actually, I'm not sure if this is a trilogy or there's been a 4th book has come out, so please comment and let me know below. The Truly Devious series. Is this the Truly Devious series? I think it is. Another YA that I'm really interested in. It's by Maureen Johnson, and again, I've had this book for absolutely ages. I think it was actually gifted to me by a lovely friend on Instagram, but I don't really know a lot about it, but it's screaming out there to me. So it says, look, a riddle, time for fun, should we use a rope or gun? Ellingham Academy is a famous private school in Vermont founded by an early 20th century tycoon for the best and brightest students around. When Ellingham's wife and daughter were kidnapped, the only clue was a mocking riddle listing methods of murder signed with a frightening beside him, Truly Devious. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that this was what this was about. Their disappearance became one of the great unsolved crimes in history. Many years later, true crime aficionado Stevie Bell is set to begin her first year at the academy, and she's determined to solve this cold case. That is, she will solve it when she gets a grip on her demanding new school life and her housemates, the inventor, the novelist, the actor, the artist and the jokester. But Truly Devious makes a surprise return. The past has crawled out of its grave, and someone has gotten away with murder. Truly Devious is the first model in a murder mystery trilogy by New York's best-selling author Maureen Johnson. I'm really stunned. I did not know that this was what this was about. How did I not know that? I haven't ever read the back of this one. I just thought it was like a Vampire Academy or an Inheritance Games, or it was just a series that was set in a school, and I didn't think it was a murder mystery. My goodness me, that sounds amazing. I cannot wait to get to that one. And yeah, so excited. This is so excited for this one. And then lastly, I just wanted to talk to you about the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. This is the Broken Earth series, which this was gifted to me, I think probably a year and a half ago, and I've just never got around to reading it. It's definitely one of the ones that is talked about continually and is always referred to as a really, really good series. So again, it's winner of the Hugo Award. So Barb, why have you not read it yet? You know, come on. Every age must come to an end. It says, this is the way the world ends for the last time. It starts with a great red rift across the heart of the world's soul continent, spewing ash that blots out the sun. It starts with death, with a murdered son and a missing daughter. It starts with betrayal and long dormant wounds rising up to fester. This is the stillness, a land long familiar with a catastrophe, where the power of the earth is wielded as a weapon and where there is no mercy. So yeah, oh my god, yeah. So yeah, N.K. Jemisin is the author of The City We Became, and yeah, it's on my TBR. I'm down to read it. So wow, this is, oh my god, I have just found some of the most amazing series to read in 2023, and like, what a time to be alive, because I just literally cannot wait to get started. So guys, yeah, there we have it. We have 10 priority series that I want to start in 2023. The question I want to ask is Barbara, when did you become such a high epic fantasy reader? And yeah, I literally, when I first came to booktube, it was romance. My mum, I actually was talking to my mum yesterday, and she was like, Barbara, you used to love romance. And I definitely think thriller, horror and fantasy are my jam now, and these books are just, oh, I'm so excited to get into these series. What I would love to know in the comments below are what your sort of priority series reads to start in 2023 are, just in case there's any that I don't know of or have never looked at or haven't bought. And also which ones should I start first, because you know there's 10. Obviously I'm going to start Wheel of Time, Cosmere and Elderling. I'm going to do those as just throughout the whole of 2023, one book a month. So the rest of them though, I would be really, really excited to see what you would recommend very heavily for me to start as a priority. And yeah, I guess, you know, that's it. As I say, I'm so glad to finally talk to someone about these 10 series reads, put it out there on the internet, and hopefully by the end of 2023 I can do like a check-in video and see exactly which ones I have finished, or if I'm in the middle of any, or did I actually start them. So that's really exciting as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. Day 4 of Bookmas is complete. Tick that off. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and tell me what you're hoping to read series wise in 2023. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. It does help me and support my channel. And yeah, I will see you for reading sprints tomorrow evening for Bookmas Day 5.